pretty free farm.
Was realizing that Frank is all alone right now. Do you have to dispose? But this is feeling a little difficult as they'll chase after Frank. A nice cogs will hold Mickey in place, and they still haven't managed to get their hands on Frank. Look at him, he's a fast little guy because of the fact that Mickey dropping a little low here. Does have that thirst speed as they turn back around. This time Michael doesn't have the battery. He could opt to go and use it. He does end up popping the mango, but just not quite enough to stay alive here. And Michael again and Boxy, these two just constantly poking each other in this lane. And in the top lane, getting just non-stop, always getting harassed here.
Oh, bottom.
Forced to use the fairy fire in the bottom lane too. They end up getting the kill on Frank. As eventually Parker falls, goes over here. Michael just kind of walking away. Does have to be careful though. He's caught the battery assault. He doesn't really want to get too close. So these raises doing quite a bit. Boxy going in for the punch. He's trying to drag it underneath the tower, trying to get as many hits. Ring around the rosy. As eventually Parker falls, goes over here. Michael just kind of walking away. Does have to be careful though. He's caught the battery assault. He doesn't really want to get too close. So these raises doing quite a bit. Boxy going in for the punch. He's trying to drag it underneath the tower, trying to get as many hits. Ring around the rosy, grabbing a hold of Boxy. Ends up dying, but does manage to get the kill in the end as Leosta swoops on in and gets the kill on Mickey. Trying to make some plays over here onto Parker, and it looks like it's going to be very successful. They do end up getting the last, so we'll drag back over onto Boxy. Trying to finish off Insania here. Should be able to do the trick. And now Boxy on the run. Oh, he finds the opening though. Manages to get the kill. You can see that Michael was like trying to snipe the last hit there. You know, he's just there for moral support. Try to see what they can find. They do have the Hawk, and they open up immediately. They do have the Sentry Ward over on the close side. Affliction, realizing he's probably dead here, so he's going to give them a little bit of a run, but they grab Insania. Leosta, though, getting caught out over here on the side. He's not going to be able to do anything. One thing that's driving me a little bit nuts is I feel like Infamous isn't playing together necessarily. In the bottom lane, Matumba Man gets his eyes and sights set on Michael. Parker's just leaving, does not want to be a part of this, doesn't know who else might be nearby. So that's yet another kill from a Tumbleman and another permanent agility. In the top lane, there is another engagement going on as Frank is just going to get wailed away here by Insania. Gets that death ward off, but it's going to end up ticking down. There it is. There's that rupture we talked about. Zai having to get into position, drops those seeds. It's a drag back from Leo style. A nice combination. We'll be able to ensure they get the kill. Now Boxy searching around. Looks like he doesn't really want to stay here. He can't quite decide.
All of Liquid go together, but Infamous will make the smoke. They will try to go together and stop this tier 2 from falling. Looking to go from the lane.
Look forward, jump over onto Mickey, the drag back, immediately following up with the spike air. But so Mickey, that is going to be the Aegis that ends up popping. They go and get the rupture off. A hookshot comes through. You can see that this Witch Doctor getting a lot of damage off over onto Parker, but they end up losing Leah style now. The chase is on over here after Insania. He looks like he's gonna fall. Affliction now is gonna be the next one to die. And they are just running over here with Boxy as eventually on the back lines. They do get Mickey, but now they have to deal with Matumbo Man, and he is very, very difficult to have to put the pressure on. Although Parker trying his best using this pulse, but the jump forward coming out, they need a little bit more. They need some way to keep him alive, and they just do not simply have it. So at the end of the day, yes, they get the Aegis, yes, they kill Mickey, but Liquid still has everything they need to take this tower.
Still looking like 1,700 gold away from the Aghanims completing.
Hook shot over onto Insania. Able to knock him back with the cogs. They drop down the blood right. But it's going to take some doing to get this kill, as the cast does get plenty of bounces. They end up losing Insania. He's going to buy back Michael, taking down Parker though over here on the side, trying to fight with Mickey, but he's got himself a BKB, so it's just not going to happen for him. They eventually manage to get the kill on Boxy. Rest of the team though, the side of Infamous, they just have to flee.
That one cask that Insania sent out before he died there was so crucial. It allowed the Marcy to just fight, using the cask to stun people.
All right, we're seeing Michael make his way over. I hear a lasso though, because they've grabbed themselves Mickey. They've also ruptured him, but gonna try to buy him a little bit more time here. Again with that BKB, he's just so powerful. Parker is just gonna be shredded into pieces. Look at the kill on Michael. And Leo Style and Frank. Oh my word. Everybody is just crumbling. Affliction, the only one left because he, of course, he was in the top lane trying to put the pressure onto Zai, but that's a team wipe. That's getting even more painful for the side of Infamous. They're trying desperately to gain some of this momentum back, some of this land even. They do have a gem on Leo stuff. They'll find Zai. They're going to try to drag him back, keep him silent long enough so that they can burst him down. The jump shot, though, coming into play, allows him to get the BKB, gets the roar off. As Affliction will fall, Leo Style next to die, and they'll fall. And they just called GG. They realize they cannot stand toe-to-toe at this point. They've missed their timings. So this first game going over to the side of Team Liquid.
He has some minute 350 power treads. Not gonna be
nice.
Quite happy.
Uh-oh, Parker. It's not looking good for him. He has changed over those treads to the strength, but still going to die.
Yeah, he fell to a classic greed of CK. When you're low HP, you're like, I just gotta go and hit creeps a little bit more and get my HP back, but then gets caught out a little bit too far up. They need to have successful lanes. Bottom lane could have gone better, but still.
The elements cannot hit.
And Affliction is just constantly getting jumped upon. Now Liquid, they're gonna back away from Leo and Michael. Not a lot of mana left over here on Leo Style, which is a little bit scary right now as he's just getting chased here. And they do have the sentry. They don't have any more detection though after a certain point, so he's gonna be able to survive this. Does get a little bit of a slide off over onto Insignia, but while this is going on over on the low ground, this Enchantress is just getting bursted down. It's another kill here for Mickey. Michael falls, and they will continue the chase. Leo, he really wants this kill, but it's just proven to be too difficult. Zai is here. He does have a duel if he wants to try to make anything happen, but he needs the backup of his team. He's not going to be able to do it, so most likely... Oh, but a nice play from Insignia. Nope, the slide from Leo Style will finish him off. They don't have the vision, but Mickey will be the one who walks forward immediately. He's going to get silenced. We'll try to get the heal off over to Mickey. They just can't save him in time. Leo Style jumps into 3 heroes over here. Goes back now. Zai getting dragged back. Does have that life stealer bomb, but the damage coming out now from Parker is pretty huge. So they'll be able to get the kill on Zai. They're looking to see if they can get their hands on Matu here. Another slight will get a little bit of that vision. The drag back here. This is not looking good for a life stealer. It is Michael who will slay Matumba Man.
Wow. I mean, he doesn't have Yules yet on Void Spirit, so him walking up high ground and going first, it's not safe.
Where was Boxy during that, though? Like, because I feel like his cookie is so incredibly important in those sorts of situations when they have the static storm. As Zai, the jump forward here from Parker, the drag back, the slight from Leo Style. He is not allowed to touch creeps in his own jungle, and they have so much vision up too. If you take a look at all these observers, I thought for sure Parker was going to go for a reality rift in. Zai again over here. Gets spotted out, gets hit a couple times. Okay, jumping forward, will be able to drag back over onto Parker. They'll go to drop the static storm, and it lands over onto Matumba Man. There's just too much damage. They end up losing Matumba Man very quickly, and Zai now too gets dragged back. They need a little bit more damage. They don't quite have it. But they will indeed take the rest of the racks here in this top zone.
More Affliction. He died a lot earlier, right? We were saying poor Affliction, always dying, but he died 5 times, but he hasn't died since. He's just sitting behind his CK, his big brother coming in, protecting him.
Never talk to me or my son again.
Yeah, exactly.
Drag back over on Zai, Mickey in the middle of everything here, but Parker has his eyes focused. Do use the Earth Splitter, and now it's going to look like he's going to try to teleport away with the US coming into play. Michael finishing off over onto Zai. Parker trying to lifesteal off of this, doing so much damage. Oh my god, he totally saved it. They'll turn back, or they get Matumba Man. And it's a team wipe on Team Liquid. Infamous. They're feeling very powerful right now.
Yeah, it's looking spicy indeed as they go straight down mid, didn't lose a single hero. They canceled the CK's TP, but right after they did that, it's like, was that a good thing? Should we have let him TP out?
His heart that he's had finished for a while, and Zai just has not found any luck in being able to get these initiations or you know, any sort of follows for these duels. It's just proven to be very difficult. Like, look at this. Parker's just having the time of his life right now. He's like, come get me. I dare you.
They can all use everything they have on him, and I don't think he dies. Like, he's too fast.
They're trying. They're using quite a bit on him, but nice positioning from Affliction ensures that they get the kill on Boxy. Leah style zipping right back in. Midgate trying to climb away. Zai is here over in the corner. Gets dragged over. Gets in for a duel. A little bit of damage there for the Chaos Knight. A little bit of victory. Insania can't climb into his own base. The GG gets called, so Infamous bouncing back pretty handily here. They'll get themselves a kill on Matu at the very end. You know, a little bit of padding those stats.